welcome to Rob and Sue's World Traveller. I'm Rob and I'll be presenting this video on my own today as my wife Sue is at work earning money for our next trip. So this is our first attempt at a video to supplement our travel blog, which you can find at www.worldtraveller.me.uk. If I'm being honest, I've been a little bit overambitious with this, our first attempt to blog, and that's worthy of its own post, which I'll be doing in due course. I had some really big ideas and an ambitious storyboard in mind, but it didn't work out exactly as I planned. When one of those disastrous moments crops up, I'll be sure to let you know. But we all have to start somewhere, so here it is. Welcome to part 1 of our cruise diary from our recent voyage on Independence of the Seas around the Mediterranean. I've tried to avoid making yet another lengthy tour of the ship. There's plenty of those videos already on YouTube. So this is more of a diary of our holiday, with a quick whirlwind tour thrown in for good measure in this first part. It's fairly random, but hopefully it's interesting enough for you to come back to see us again in the future. And don't forget, as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel, you can also follow Rob and Sue's World Traveller on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. It's the day before our cruise and we are ready to head off down to Southampton for the night. Alexa, we're going on holiday now. We'll see you when we get back.
Would you like me to secure the house?
Yeah, that'd be great if you could. Thanks.
You're welcome.
House will be secured when you leave. Have a nice holiday.
Thank you, we will. Bye.
Setting alarm. CCTV activated.
Okay, stop right there. Let's fast forward. Nobody wants to see the 3 hours of motorway driving that follows. Well, we've got less than a minute into the video and I've already hit my first stumbling block. So, we drove down to Southampton, and then the plan in my head was that we would go into the city for the night, grab a nice family meal, shoot some footage, and then the next day we would head off to the city cruise terminal after breakfast and I would film our passage through check-in onto the ship. Well, that didn't happen. After a quick dinner at the pub next to the Holiday Inn where we were staying, Mum and Sue decided they wanted to go back to bed and watch TV. Not together, of course. While me and the girls and their partners decided we would head down into Southampton and go and watch Guardian of the Galaxies 2. To compound issues, I just found out that I had an abscess on my front tooth, and I'd started a 10-day course of antibiotics, which were making me feel rather ill. And they'd also put pay to any thoughts of alcohol for the next week and a half. What a great start. The next day turned out to be equally unproductive. The check-in process was quite stressful from beginning to end, and the thought of pulling out my camera to film it was just not on the agenda. You can read more about our check-in experience on Independence of the Seas at our worldtraveller.me.uk website. So, huge skip forward now, and it's 3 o'clock, and we've arrived on the ship, we've found our cabins, and now we're up on deck, whiling away the hours while we wait for our luggage to arrive. A quick bit of important background information. Our party consists of me and Sue, 2 of my daughters and their boyfriends, and my mother. This is the second time on Independence of the Seas for Sue, myself and the girls. My mother's cruised before with us, but not on this ship, and it's the biggest ship she's been on to date. For the girls' partners, however, this is their first cruise, and probably the most expensive holiday they've taken to date. So I am desperately hoping that having talked them into spending all their hard-earned cash, our enthusiasm for cruising, Royal Caribbean and the Independence of Seas in particular proves to be well justified. Back to the ship. We're just about to split up in different directions ready for a lifeboat drill, before that laborious task of unpacking all of those cases. So, remember where you are. This is your lifeboat, right? Your lifeboat is the yellow one.
Life jackets are not required to be worn at this drill. Safety information and instructions are posted in your stateroom. You will also find your assembly station number and letter in large print on the right side of your seat bar.
Oh, it's disgusting. Fancy weeing while I'm videoing. That'll be on the internet tomorrow. One of the tests that I like to do when I'm away on a cruise is the one to measure the accommodation size, and I've got this special kit that I use just for that. It's one of those tests that you really can't do while the room is full, so I've emptied the room and I'm now going to go in and do the test, and then I'll come out and let you know what the result is. So there you have it, the result. On Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Seas, there really is enough room to swing a cat. You'll be pleased to know no animals were hurt during the making of this video. So how many days we come for?
14.
And just tell me again, there's 2 cases still missing?
Yes.
Oh dear.
It's fine.
We've only got 1 wardrobe. So, while Sue waits for those last 2 cases to arrive, let me take you on that quick tour that I promised you earlier.
Dad just needs a hole-in-one to win.
Coming up in part 2, we visit Gibraltar for a spot of shopping. We finally see the sights in beautiful Barcelona. Take breakfast on the balcony in Villefranche. Practice family selfies in Malaga. Roam the streets in historic Cadiz. And have authentic pizza in Civita Vecchia.